Now, from WCIA3 News.
Part of the job, you know what you're signing up for.
First responders are on the job 24/7, waiting for any calls, big or small. We'll tell you what some have been doing this Christmas.
Patients at this hospital got the gift of music, how holiday cheer spread throughout the halls.
You don't think about it. It's not like coming to work. It's like coming to spend time with people that you care about.
Those who may have had to spend Christmas alone were offered a place to stay and a warm meal, what the season of giving meant to them.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 6.
I think all firefighters appreciate that, we get acknowledged on the holidays when everyone else is at home enjoying their families. We are here.
Most offices, restaurants, and stores are closed today as people around the world spend Christmas with their loved ones. But there are some who are still hard at work, keeping you and your loved ones safe. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Jensen.
And I'm Mark Maxwell. First responders are working around the clock. Emergencies, after all, don't take a day off. WCIA3's Jen Lask visited the Champaign Fire Department today. Jen, how are they holding up tonight?
Firefighters say they're here to do a job no matter what day of the year it is. They've been busy this week helping families across Champaign with some joyous moments and other somber ones. But they tell me they hope this is actually the only time you'll be thinking of them today.
I don't want them thinking about us. I want them thinking about their family, enjoying their family time.
A small but dedicated group of Champaign firefighters wait for calls they hope will never come.
We try to make it as fun as possible, make it as festive as possible.
Roughly 10 firefighters at Station 1 began Christmas the way any family would, with breakfast. Lieutenant Todd Anderson says their gifts for each other are not exactly the traditional presents under the tree, but meaningful nonetheless.
The guys will come in early so guys can get relieved early to go home and spend time with their kids on Christmas morning and open their presents and things like that. And I had guys do that for me when my daughter was younger, and that's a tradition that continues here.
And in this season of giving, Anderson and his team are not only working to protect people, but to lift their spirits. Anderson visited kids in the ER on Christmas Eve.
It's always sad to see kids over there, but it's also you enjoy brightening their lives just a little.
While other firefighters and police help Santa deliver $7,500 worth of gifts to a family who lost 2 loved ones, Leslie Gill and Kajana Edwards, in a house fire over the weekend. The fire also destroyed all of their Christmas gifts.
What a tragedy, but the community really stepped up. I really pray for that family, and hopefully they'll have some solace this Christmas morning.
That's part of the job, but it still makes it difficult to know that a family suffered an extreme loss just days before Christmas.
Firefighter Whitney Anderson, who's also working on Christmas, joined a team of firefighters on Sunday, handing out smoke detectors to their neighbors.
It was nice just, to help reassure us that those homes were taken care of.
And while first responders are at the ready, they're hoping for a silent night.
I want them to focus on their family and hopefully not have us be in any picture or any form or fashion in their life today.
I mentioned the Christmas breakfast at Station 1. While they cooked and baked for each other, people also brought in meals for them. Firefighters say they appreciate the acknowledgement and gifts. Mark?
Heroes with a heart. Jen, thanks. First responders were not the only ones working this Christmas. Doctors, nurses, and other staff members are also taking care of hospital patients with a different kind of medicine, music. At OSF Heart of Mary, a group went down the halls on each floor singing carols to patients who couldn't make it home for the holidays. Patients say it brightened their day to listen to the carolers. Some of them even joined in and sang along. Doctors tell us it's been a joy to see all their reactions.
Even though you may not have a family member here, you're part of the human race. And we're all here together, and we're all supporting each other. And this is what the Catholic hospital system is all about. And so please feel that you're wanted and that there is hope and joy awaiting you.
The carolers also handed out gifts to the patients tonight at 10. We share the moment. Carolers visit a mother and her son who spent the night at the hospital after the 11-year-old had an emergency appendectomy on Christmas Eve. A group in Springfield spent their Christmas making sure everyone had a place to go. Helping Hands in Springfield doesn't normally serve lunch at their homeless shelter.
But they did make an exception for the holiday. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey is in our Springfield newsroom tonight. Cole, how did this event come together?
Well, it was actually a group effort between multiple organizations and just some volunteers at home looking to help out. Helping Hands Homeless Shelter normally is open 24 hours, but they normally only serve one meal, and that's dinner. But today for Christmas, they decided that they would also serve lunch and allow anybody, not just the residents at the shelter, to come and eat. And that meal was thanks to donations from people in the community and other organizations that serve food to the homeless throughout the day. They wanted to make sure that everyone had a place to go this Christmas, but to be able to serve so many people, Helping Hands needed a few helping hands themselves. So they relied on their volunteers to help, who gave up their Christmas. But to them, it was hardly a sacrifice.
Actually, our clients here are like family to us, so just being around and knowing that we're here to support them, it puts them in a much better mood.
It's wonderful to know that the community supports us, but volunteers keep us going every day of the year, and so we appreciate them, especially on holidays.
The food donations came from a few food banks around the city and from people who just had a lot of leftovers from their Christmas Eve dinners, and they did not want them to go to waste. Now, during this time of year, these organizations that help the homeless around the city will work with each other to allow their volunteers and their employees a little bit of time off. They'll shift their responsibilities throughout the city a little bit in this week of Christmas here. Jennifer?
All right, Cole, thank you for sharing that story.
A festive tie from the Capitol Bureau there, too.
I know. I like that tie. It was nice.
The holiday season can sometimes be an isolating time.
That's why one Mahomet woman took it upon herself to lift the spirits of those in need. Catherine Woodcock spent her Christmas delivering hot meals and hugs to people alone on this holiday. She's delivered homemade meals to 13 people so far today, and she says you don't have to travel the world to make a difference.
Honestly, you start inside of your front door, and you just minister to who you're in contact with, and that is where you start. And that's what I hope people will take away from that, is it's really an easy thing to do, you know.
Woodcock's husband died in 2015, and that was part of her inspiration to help people who may be feeling lonely. This was the first year she's done something to this extent, but she plans on doing it again next year as well. We'll have a look at your weather coming up after this break.
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Stouts Building Services.
You don't always notice the details. The honesty behind every service call. The integrity behind a handshake. The satisfaction of a job well done. But you can feel it. Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the fix.
When people miss out on what they want, they get a little frustrated. Don't be like them. Get what you want, like a shiny new Honda with incredible year-end clearance savings. Every Honda is clearance priced during Happy Honda Days, so you save on the 2019 best SUV brand, like HRV, CRV, Passport, and Pilot. Drive home the CRV today for $259 a month. Get up and go to your Central Illinois Honda dealer. Don't miss out.
Here at Ritchie's Furniture, we have been furnishing homes for 42 years. When you need furniture or a new mattress and want to be treated fairly, come see us. We're on Route 16, 10 minutes east of Charleston.
Keep on track when winter weather hits. On Track Trucking Inc. will help you out. No job is too large or too small. Need a tow? From big rigs to your family car, we'll keep you safe all year long. Specializing in oversized equipment hauling across the country or towing in town. On Track Trucking Inc. wishes you a safe and happy holiday season.
Downtown Gibson City is your home for the holidays. Break out your ties and tennies for a night of fun to benefit the Champaign Park District Jimmy John's Youth Scholarship Program. Enjoy heavy hors d'oeuvres, raffles, wine pool, and live entertainment on January 9th at Virginia Theater. Get tickets to Ties and Tennies now at champaignparks.com.
The Illini are bull-bound, and your WCIA3 sports team is highlighting how they got there. Thursday at 6:30 on WCIA3. Sponsored by Classic Granite and Marble, Awesome Machines, and Logic Everyday Community. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Steinmeier Roofing.
Throughout our Christmas day, I'm sorry for all of those snow lovers, we did not see a white Christmas, and that was thanks to this warm front that was tracking into the area. Unseasonably warm temperatures today at 61 degrees, or the record for this day in particular at 62, so just barely did not reach the cutoff, and we're continuing to stay with these warmer conditions throughout the next few days here, continuing tonight as well, building clouds throughout the night into the viewing area, so some cloudy skies, but staying dry as we continue later on tonight. Temperatures right now still into the 50s, very warm for this time of year. 50 degrees in Champaign, 52 in Paris, 54 in Petersburg, also up north in Pontiac, 56 in Effingham. As we continue later on tonight into the early start of tomorrow morning, we are staying well above average for the low temperatures, about 30 degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year, kind of hovering at about 50, 49 degrees as we go into the early start of tomorrow morning. And as we go into our Thursday, another very warm day is in store. 61 degrees is what we are expecting again for your Thursday. Just like today, it's going to be very, very warm outside. So go out, enjoy it, but also we are going to be seeing some cloudy skies as these clouds continue to track on into the area, and some gusty winds around 9 to 11 miles per hour from the southwest. Now, as we continue the next few days here, we are staying dry again, both on Thursday and as we round out the week on Friday. But then as we go into Saturday, that's when this next round of precipitation will be tracking on into the area, both on Saturday and Sunday. So for those of you commuting home from holiday precipitation, we are going to be seeing all of that precipitation both on Saturday and Sunday, like I said. Temperatures, though, well above average. So the average for this time of year is about 34 degrees. This warm front is continuing to do us some favors throughout the next week and really throughout the rest of our December month. Breaking things down a bit further here, for Saturday, if you do have any outdoor plans, I recommend getting them done during the first half of the day before all of this heavy showers track on into the area. Some downpours, as you can see, this darker green here moving on into the area late into the night of your Saturday and continued into your Sunday. Now Sunday, that's when this cold front is going to be moving on in, so we will be seeing a little bit of a wintry mess. You can see the blue and pink here. That's that snow flurries we are expecting on Sunday as well. So be safe if you do have any travel plans this weekend, but for the next few days, enjoy the warmth. Tonight, only 53 degrees. Like I said, about 30 degrees warmer than where we should be for this time of year, and another warm day is in store for your Thursday.
We'll have to wait for a white Christmas until next year.
Next year, let's hope, but it wasn't coming today.
Hold off on any sort of white around here. I don't want to hear
She doesn't like that.
Divided news. Here's hoping. Well, still to come, we look back at our top 5 storylines from an exciting year in high school sports.
Plus this.
I felt like that is my responsibility to give back.
Our very own sports director, Brett Barron, shares how his life has changed years ago and why he's been donating blood ever since.
The WCIA3 News app, always on. Live streaming on 3 News Now. Breaking news and live video.
Many parts of central Illinois under a winter weather.
The WCIA3 News app. Download it today.
Start your next project and save big money now at Menards. Create a sturdy storage solution with a Closet Culture Organizer Kit. It contains all the components to install an 8-foot closet system. Just $209.99. 23 by 48 room darkening cordless 1-inch vinyl blinds offer complete light control and come in white or alabaster. Right now, just $9.99 each. Plus, you can get your blinds trimmed to width for free. Take advantage of these great deals now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Feel your devices come alive. Speeds from 100 meg up to 1 gig. Stunning streaming video. Unbeatable power. Wi-Fi on blast. 99.9% 99% network reliability. 100% incredible. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 today for $34.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Before it became the centerpiece of your master bedroom, before it went through detailed quality checks, countless hand stitches, and decades of design work, your mattress started with the most important detail of all, our name. Stearns & Foster. Uncover exceptional.
Discover what a perfect night's sleep feels like with the exceptional luxury of Stearns & Foster. Shop local. Visit us at family-owned Illini Mattress today.
I've been with Tapman's for 40 years. It's been around for 60 years. And to bring the Tapman name back to the top of the industry is just a pride thing for me. We've gotten so busy, and we want to make sure that we continue delivering the same customer service in a timely manner that our customers expect. The new expansion will allow us to repair more cars faster. We are buying up some new equipment to make sure we stay up with today's technology, but the main thing is for faster customer service.
Congratulations to Avery Still, Sullivan High School basketball standout, and WCIA3's Athlete of the Week. Nominate your favorite athlete of the week at WCIA.com. Sponsored by Loman Ray Insurance Group.
You see him every week on WCIA3 News, but between all the busy live shots, anchoring, traveling, and spending time with his family, Brett Barnes gives back by donating blood.
He sure does, and he shared how blood donations have saved his own life with WCIA3's Jen Lask.
Okay, 3, 2, and 1.
From in studio to the sidelines, Central Illinois to sports arenas across the country, Brett Barnes is chasing his dream every day as sports director, breaking news round the clock, even as he donates blood.
In 2006, I was in a really bad accident, catapulted 80 feet in the air, and working on a cell phone tower in Rochester. And fortunately, I was able to get really good medical help and ended up having a whole bunch of injuries and lost my leg as a result of it.
Brett, who was just 18 years old at the time, spent 54 days in the hospital and 13 days in a coma. He learned he received multiple blood transfusions. And after recovering, the generosity of strangers inspired him to give back as well.
Felt like that is my responsibility to give back to everyone else that may be in a predicament that was unfortunate as mine.
That's why he now donates as much as possible and has become a familiar face for lab technicians like Carol Weesey. Weesey says she's inspired by the people she meets every day at her job, like Brett.
I feel honored to work here with people that just come in and give. I'm just amazed. I had no idea before I had this job that people were willing to do this for other people they never even see. It's amazing.
Everyone is going to have a moment in their life that they're not expecting, that they're going to need help. I firmly believe that. And so for me, it's about paying it forward in that sense.
A small prick that could make all the difference. In Urbana, Jen Lask, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Our WCIA3 blood drive is on Friday. You can donate at any of our locations from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go to our website to register.
All right, Marley, with a look at sports ahead, a pretty exciting thing. We've been waiting to see these big highlights.
I know I left you on a cliffhanger yesterday, Mark, but yeah, we're going to take a look at some of our top moments of 2019. We got numbers 5 through 1 in our countdown coming up next.
This portion of WCIA3 News is sponsored by Tapman's Collision.
The Viewers Club is coming to the news at 9 on X49. Starting this Monday, you'll have a chance to win $100. The Viewers Club on the news at 9, coming Monday on X49.
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World in Champaign, we'll beat any competitor's deal. We'll beat any competitor's deal on refrigerators and freezers, washers and dryers, ranges, microwaves, and dishwashers. I guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Angie's trying to decide to get this Electrolux front-load washer from Dick Van Dyke or the Big Lumberyard store. Dick Van Dyke has fast repair service.
They don't.
A free 10-year protection plan.
They don't.
After delivery and warranty, we'll save her $205. She's buying from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Garrett.
And together we would like to say thank you for voting The Roofing Dog as the People's Choice for Best Roofing Company. We're so honored to have been chosen out of all the wonderful nominees.
We can truly say we wouldn't be where we are without our amazing community.
Thank you for supporting us for over 20 years.
From our family to yours,
thank you for choosing The Roofing Dog.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for choosing the Roofing Dog.
They are like incredible.
They definitely live up to their name, Minuteman Press.
I came in, I didn't even have an appointment. They were just like, what can we do for you, chef? And I was like, this is what I need. They was like, we'll get somebody else.
Every type of material, I've basically worked with them. From the cascading roll-up banners,
To flyers, to posters, to business cards.
to trade show displays.
They never let me down.
I couldn't do what I do without having a nice local printer, and I'm so happy that I found them.
Hi, I'm Mel Robbins, and as a best-selling author and host of The Mel Robbins Show, I've met so many inspiring women. Women who are leaders, teachers, mothers, and friends. Now, I want to know, who are the remarkable women in your life? Because we want to share their stories.
Nominate a remarkable woman from your community at WCIA.com, and she could win a trip to The Mel Robbins Show in New York City. Inman Place, recognizing remarkable women.
And now, WCIA3 Sports with Marley Weirdo.
It's been another great year in the high school sports season. Tonight, we wrap up our countdown of the top 10 moments of 2019 with numbers 5 through 1. WCIA3's Brett Behrens has more on this eventful year in Central Illinois.
We pick up our countdown on the mat, where 3 area wrestlers win state titles, headlined by Urbana's Luke Luffman. The senior three-peated, becoming the first guy in Champaign-Urbana history to win 3 state titles. Meanwhile, it was an all-local match at 182 pounds, with Clinton's Micah Downs beating Unity's Cade Scott for the championship. Hopeton area's Ezra Elliott capped his senior season in perfect style, winning the 138-pound title, becoming the first wrestler from his school to win it all in 40 years. Teutopolis baseball winning its 7th state trophy in the last 10 years. The Shoes take home their 4th title in a decade, beating Pleasant Plains. Head coach Justin Fleener has a record of 303 wins to just 63 losses and 2 ties since 2010. Over at the Eastside Center, Mount Zion softball not only made it back to state, but improved its finish. A year after taking 4th, the Braves move up a spot and win their final game of the season to come in 3rd. We head to Charleston for number 3 with state track and field. In all, 26 area boys and girls individuals and relays won gold, with an even split between the two. Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond's Kinley Nettles dominates the Class 1A meet, single-handedly leading the Knights to a 5th place team finish with 3 individual state titles. St. Teresa and St. Joseph Ogden tie for 3rd as a team in 1A, with Southeast 2nd in 2A, Monticello 3rd, and Urbana 5th. On the boys' side, Salt Fork brings home the Class 1A team title despite not winning any individual gold medal. Pana ties for 2nd, getting 2 state championships from sprinter Cody Klein. Muhammad Seymour's Hunter Hendershot sweeps the throws as the Bulldogs take 3rd in Class 2A. Rochester football is on another level. The Rockets move up a class to 5A and still win a state title. It's the program's 8th championship in 10 years. Derek Leonard's teams have won double-digit games every season since 2008. In Class 1A, Central A&M returns to the title game for the first time since 2001, falling to Lena Winslow, capping a 13-1 season. Up in 3A, Williamsville is crowned champ, making history for the program as first-time title winners after beating Byron. And that paves the way for our number 1 high school sports storyline of 2019, basketball. The Schlarman girls make history, winning back-to-back titles as Class 1A state champs, led by Notre Dame 5-star recruit Anea Peoples. Schlarman goes 65-3 in its 2 title years, living up to its sky-high expectations. Tri-County made a run to Redbird as well. The Titans come in 4th, winning the program's 5th trophy. Teutopolis appeared in its 4th Final Four in the last 6 years, but falls just 3 points short of winning its first state title since 1995. Meanwhile, St. Joseph Ogden was 3rd in 2A after losing to the Shoes in the semis. And up in 3A, Sacred Heart Griffin takes 4th. At Boys State, Cissna Park made a run, but ran out of gas, losing to Providence St. Mel in the title game. The Timberwolves sent longtime head coach Kevin Long out in style with the best season in school history. Central A&M bounces back after losing to the T-Wolves in the semis. The Raiders are once again favored to be back in Peoria in 2020. Up in 2A, Gibson City Melvin Sibley makes its first appearance in the Final Four. And after losing by 2 in the semifinals, the Falcons took Chicago scoreless to overtime and won the 3rd place game by 9. There you have it, the top 10 high school sports storylines from 2019. Here's to an even better 2020. For WCIA 3 Sports, I'm Brett Behrens.
All right, thank you, Brett. And we are certainly looking forward to 2020.
Yeah, indeed.
Riley, thank you. Well, Central Illinois here now, this is not happening here, but one man, he's a mean Mr. Grinch. When we come back, where the Grinch was spotted.
That's next.
Sports on WCIA3 is brought to you by PNP Heating and Cooling.
One for trash bags? Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Hey ladies, buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
Dada.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex for sold head-to-head.
5 steps for perfect winter skin.
5 steps. My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. It's 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
A fresh cracked egg, savory sausage, melty cheese, all in a toasty English muffin. Ugh. Yum.
Wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Enjoy a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin, a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, paired with a $1 any size soft drink.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. Family is important to us.
So happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $11,800 on this Silverado All-Star. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Hi, I'm Mel Robbins, and as a best-selling author and host of The Mel Robbins Show, I've met so many inspiring women. Women who are leaders, teachers, mothers, and friends. Now, I want to know, who are the remarkable women in your life? Because we want to share their stories.
Nominate a remarkable woman from your community at WCIA.com, and she could win a trip to the Mel Robbins Show in New York City. Inman Place, recognizing remarkable women.
Break out your ties and tennies for a night of fun to benefit the Champaign Park District Jimmy John's Youth Scholarship Program. Enjoy heavy hors d'oeuvres, raffles, wine pool, and live entertainment on January 9th at Virginia Theater. Get tickets to Ties and Tennies now at champaignparks.com.
Hard work, the only way you get better. Better, like Jet's Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed and baked to the thickest, crispiest crunch. Now get a large specialty pizza for just $16.99. Jet's, better because it has to be.
On earth, goodwill to men fills our minds and hearts again. The season for wishing you the very best. Happy holidays from WCIA.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Steinmeier Roofing.
Central Illinois is full of holiday cheer, but that could be because the Grinch has been spotted somewhere else in Mississippi, and he almost got away with stealing Christmas.
That's right, but then the long arm of the law stepped in, teaching everyone there a lesson. The boys in blue stopped the hermit in green before he could wreak too much havoc there on the holidays. Photos capturing Mr. Grinch putting his paws on gift boxes on a doorstep, and then local police tracking him down there. A judge sentenced the Grinch to 40 years behind bars. The whole thing, it was a gag, really, just trying to educate citizens on holidays, safety, be safe out there, and stay warm.
What a joke.
That's hilarious. Well, staying warm won't exactly be a concern because temperatures are very warm, particularly for this time of year. 61 degrees both today and as we go into tomorrow. Staying very warm as well tonight, only into the low 50s, upper 40s, about 30 degrees warmer than what we should be for this time of year. And we're really not going to be seeing much precipitation until we go into Saturday and Sunday. Could be affecting some traveling, commuting for those of you who are making your way back home from those holiday festivities. So be safe on Saturday and Sunday, and much cooler week ahead next week.
Merry Christmas from us here at WCIA to you at home. We'll see you back here at 10.